Coming up next on Mind, Body, and Soul with Annette. It's time.
Do you have time?
Do you know what time it is?
The time is now.
The time is now.
The time is now.
Do you know what time it is? The time is now.
The time
Do you
is
know
now.
what time it is? The time is now. Do you know what time it is? The time is right now.
Do you have time?
Get caught in a net with ANet. For your mind, body, and soul. Get caught in a net with ANet. It's your intellectual radio show. Here to inspire you and encourage you to be your very best. Get caught in a net with ANet.
You are now tuned in to Mind, Body, and Soul with Annette, where your host, Annette Harris, analyze intriguing life questions and concerns, such as, do Christians suffer from mental illness? Have you wondered why they act abnormal? Or you may ask, what is really going on in their minds? Do you need Annette? Well, keep listening for a biblical understanding of the psychology of the mind.
Hey, guys. Welcome back. I promised you a second segment on today. I'm your girl, Annette Harris, the host of Mind, Body, and Soul with Annette. I am also your certified mental health ambassador, author of that bestseller, Surviving a Silenced Heartbeat, and Here We Grief Again, the companion journal. I am excited to be here. I am also the CEO of Get Caught in the Net Incorporated. This is how you're able to watch this show. So, guys, come on in for this second segment. I know I'm doing a 2-for-1 on today, and I did encourage each of you to please make sure you join us on today because we're going to be talking with a wonderful woman of God that I actually met through my cousin. I had her on about almost a couple of years ago and met her through my cousin. And, you know, through social media. We haven't met in person, but I have been observing her platform over on TikTok. TikTok. Yeah, I'm telling you, TikTok is very interesting. I'm sure many of you have your platforms over there as well. But I wanted to do this on today because I wanted to talk about what she is doing. And so I'm going to bring her in. I do want to encourage you guys to go ahead and like, love, share. You can tag individuals directly into this live stream. We are live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Get Caught in the Net. So you shouldn't be able to miss us on today. If one of your avenues go down, we'll just bring up the other one and you can still see us. We encourage your comments and your questions on today, if you would not mind. Vitality Sip Diaries. This is going to be good, guys. It's going to be good. Let me bring her in because she's in the waiting room, smiling just as pretty. And I have her with me on today, Merelda Alexander. Did I pronounce your first name right?
Yes, you did. Beautifully. Yes, you did.
Okay, wonderful. I'm so glad to have you. We finally made our connection because we've been trying this for a little bit here,
Yep.
but scheduling and all of that. So we were able to finally make this connection. But you're doing good?
Yes, I am. I am doing awesome. And thank you so much for just letting me on your platform and believing in my journey that I have been on and watching me. So I appreciate it.
Yes. You can catch her. She does her lives. I'm allow people to, hear from you and where they can find you, of course, before we end on today. But sometimes I can catch her on her live streams as she's doing these different discussions, and she's so down to earth, and she kind of makes you feel comfortable, as you're coming in and listening to her. So let me do this real quick before I move ahead of myself. Let's see, we've already had our prayer from my earlier segment. So God, we thank you and bless, ask that you will continue to bless us in this segment, and pray that others will receive of you what you have for them, in Jesus' name. And I had a little, let me go to it. I know I have your bio somewhere to go. Come on now. We have the bio. We have the bio. We have something. But you know what I like to do is ask individuals to talk about themselves. But let me read a little bit about you first.
Okay.
Merelda Alexander is a Christian speaker, educator, entrepreneur, and content creator who is passionate about helping midlife women, rediscover themselves through faith, healing, and intentional living. I am that midlife woman. She is the founder and administrator of Excellence Learning Academy Prep School. And this is a nonprofit private school dedicated to serving children and families in her community. I love this. In addition to her work in education, Merelda is the creator of Vitality Sip Diaries, this growing platform where she encourages women to slow down, choose themselves again, and embrace the healing journey God has prepared for them. I love this concept. Through devotional reflections, honest conversation, and wellness-centered content, she reminds women that midlife is not the end of their story. Come on now. It is often where God begins writing a beautiful new chapter. And she's been happily married for 38 years to her husband, the Reverend Dr. Jerry Alexander. And together they faithfully serve in ministry, where she serves alongside him as First Lady. Now, see, I didn't know that until I read your bio. I can see the connection. All right.
Yeah.
They are the proud parents of 4 adult children and continue to believe that faith, family, and purpose are the foundation of a meaningful life. And I have to say this, it says recently she was honored to be interviewed as a guest on the Unapologetically 50 Plus podcast, where she shared her personal journey of healing, purpose, and coming home to herself. She continues to inspire women to embrace their next season with courage, grace, and unwavering faith. So welcome again, Merelda Alexander. Woohoo! So excited you're here. So excited. This is gonna be great, because I want to jump in here and I want to talk to you and I want to ask you questions, and you just share with us about what God has done for you. You know what? Let me do this real quick. Give a little applause for our guest. All right, this is great. So yeah, I'm grateful that you consented to come on and to talk with us on today. So I know I've read your bio. Can you tell us something that was not in your bio that you want to share with us on today about you, Merelda, the person?
Okay. Also professionally, I served as a certified nursing assistant, a licensed practical nurse, and an educator. In nearly 2 decades, I've owned and operated Excellence Learning Academy Prep School here in Florida. Yeah, for almost 2 decades.
Okay.
So that was This April of next year be 20 years. So started off we started off as a preschool, and then 2019 we've opened up the private school portion of it, and we've been excelling ever since. And also throughout my life, throughout my life, I've always found myself caring for others, whether it was through healthcare, education, ministry, or family. But somewhere along the way, I realized I had forgot how to care for myself. And that realization became the beginning of my own healing journey. Yeah.
I love that. And thank you for sharing that, because we can't now, just as women, period, we can just get wrapped up in,
Yeah.
because we have that caring side, that caring bone in
Yeah.
us or whatever, that nurturing,
Yes.
um,
Yes.
within us, and we're always trying to make sure somebody else is okay.
That's
And
right.
then,
That's
like you,
right.
and then, like you said, as you know, eventually you kind of lose yourself. And
Yes. Yes.
I'm grateful that you found yourself, I can say that.
Yes.
And then you can help the rest of us.
Okay. Okay.
Right,
Yes.
right. That's beautiful. So, I'm hearing, and as you were talking, before you even mentioned about how you like to nurture and help people, that's all I heard, being a CNA
Yeah.
to an educator
Yep.
and to,
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
like,
Yep.
she has a
Yes.
desire to help people.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It
Um,
was naturally. It's a naturally born gift. So that's all I did. I was a cared for people, a ministry, and like I said, just serving. And somewhere along the way,
yeah.
we as women, we lose ourselves from serving others, for being everything for everybody. And along the way, we forget ourselves. We begin to ask ourselves. If someone asks you, who are you? And the only thing we can answer is, I'm a mother, I'm a wife, or I'm a somebody employee or whatever. But who are you outside of those roles? So as I began my journey,
Yeah.
and I started asking myself, so I had to revisit me.
Mm. Okay, let me ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
I know I've given you some questions that I want to ask, but let me throw this in here. Was there a particular situation or experience that made you say, "Wait a minute, I'm forgetting about Merelda"? Was
Yes.
there a particular instance that okay,
Oh
would you
yes.
mind sharing it
Oh
with us?
yes. 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 I started, like I said, we as women's, we are always nurturer. We always there for everybody. We're gonna show up, even if we're not feeling well. We're gonna show up. We know what everyone else need. We know what they need, but when it come to us, we don't know what we need. So even health challenges started coming up, and with the health challenges, I kept showing up. Here I am, barely could go, having mobility issues, and still pressing on with the discomfort in my body, the pain and discomfort, still showing up for everybody, doing all the things. And and then what, December of last year, that's when it really got bad, December of last year. And also then earlier part of January, I told my husband, I said, babe, I said, don't look like I'm gonna be able to return to school. I said, just something just came over me. I'm like, I got to see what's going on with me. And God literally sat me down. He literally sat me down. I could not move. My body just stopped. And that's when I knew, okay, I got to see what's going on with me. And I didn't know what was going on. I don't think I know. I needed to sit down and I needed to rest and find out who am I? Who am I now?
Mhm.
And in the midst of me sitting down, resting, God sitting me down and resting me. And that's when I came home to me. That's when I realized, because when you constantly going, when you constantly moving, when you constantly distracted, you don't, like I said, you don't know what's going on with you, because you so busy doing all the things. And you notice when you sit down and when you actually try to rest, when God sits you down, okay, you ain't got no other choice but rest. And that's when I realized, okay, I got to come home to me. And I love, through the process of me going through my journey, through my healing journey, I remember God whispering to me and told me to welcome home. He had to reintroduce me to me. And as God was reintroducing me to me, I'm like, Lord, where have I been? And that's when I realized I was just forgotten who I was, because so busy doing all the things, taking care of everybody, just being there for everyone. So that's when I realized, okay, that's when
Oh,
I realized that it's time for me to sit. And I thank God for sitting me down. And in the midst of being seated and resting, and I'm like, Lord, through all, I know it got to be something with this pain and suffering that I'm going through. Lord, I know it got to be a purpose for this. And I'm like, Lord, whatever
Yeah.
purpose it is, please just birth it. And that's when I found myself, that's when I found myself going on TikTok. So that's
Mhm.
one thing led to another. So this is where I am.
I
So I don't
love
want to
it.
rush the interview. I'm trying not to rush it.
Right, right. But no, that's good. I mean, and you're saying, I mean, you are talking to so many of us. And as you were talking, you mentioned about, God like literally set you down.
Yes, he
It is
did.
almost like he made you a captive audience at that
Yes, he
point.
did. Yes, he did. Yes, he truly did. And
Yeah.
during the midst, and as the day that it actually happened, where I couldn't move, I called my husband. We was getting ready to go to church, and I called him. I said, "Babe," I said, I can't move. And then that's what I realized. God showed me. He said,
Yeah.
"Your cup is empty. It's empty. You got to replenish." And I mean, I heard his voice. And I remember telling my husband, I said, "Baby," I said, I'm drained." I
Mm.
said, I done gave myself we started the school in 2007. I eventually left nursing and went into our preschool. We opened our preschool in 2007. So I left nursing and started doing that in 2027. And in the midst of all of that, raising the kids, doing all the things that we do in our young years, childbearing years, and working and making sure everybody was taken care of. And here it is, 2026. I'm like, boom, I couldn't do it anymore. I was exhausted, burnt out. So that's why, I'm encouraging women to please see about you.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself. So
Yeah.
our body, it tells us, but we don't listen. And
That's
I like to often share on my TikTok, your body whispers. And then if you don't listen, it started screaming. So that's what mine did. Mine started screaming. It's sit down. So I had to sit down.
Oh my goodness. That's
Yeah.
deep. Your
Yes.
body
Yes.
whispers, but if you don't listen, it's gonna scream.
Yes, that's
See,
right. It will. It will. So listen to those tiny things, y'all, that comes up. Exhaustion. Even, we as women, even on our days off from work, we still want to go keep going, keep doing. Take time for yourself. Rest your body. And I
yeah,
wish someone would have told me, but no one gonna tell you. No one, listen, ladies. No one gonna tell you to rest as long as you pouring into them, being there for them and not for yourself. No
yeah.
one not gonna tell you that. So you got to do it for yourself. You gotta love yourself enough to come home to you and rest your body.
Ooh,
Rest.
oh my goodness. Oh we. When I tell you, everybody need to hear this. Everybody need to hear this. Because it's so easy just to kind of get caught up in continuing to nurture, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, and forget about yourself. Um,
Yes.
one thing I want to say is that I am grateful because you mentioned about the bodies, whisper and then it can scream. I'm grateful that when God set you down, that
Mm-hmm.
you were able to receive what he was
Yes.
saying. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Because
Yes.
he talks to
Yes.
us. He's going to tell
Yes.
us.
Yes.
But you were
Yes.
able to
Yes.
receive that and then take that and do something with it. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
not only for yourself, but for others, as well. And so I'm grateful to God that you were able to do that and penetrate. Because sometimes you go, oh, I'm fine or whatever. You kind
Yes,
of get back up,
yes,
try and do your
yes,
thing or
yes,
whatever.
yes,
God
yes,
was He was birthing something within you, and
yes,
I'm glad that you allowed Him to bring it, to
yes,
where it is
yes.
now. So, Vitality Sip Diaries, you said that you heard God speak to you, and what were the words that
The
you mentioned?
words was come home to yourself. Come home. He actually reintroduced me to me. And I remember y'all, I'm telling you, when you are actually on that healing journey, a healing journey is not pretty at all. It's not pretty when you actually healing. So I was going through two things. I was going through rediscovering myself and also going through health challenges. So I was dealing with two things at the same time. So basically, you can imagine what it was like. That was the darkest period in my life after losing my mother and rediscovering myself was the darkest period in my life. I went from, let me see. It started with December. It started really, y'all. I'm telling you, from 2020, my body started whispering in 2020. That's when it actually started whispering. Here it is 6 years later. It stopped. So I'm telling you, come home to yourself. So God had to reintroduce me to me. So as he was reintroducing me to me, I started feel okay. Now this was going on. The exhaustion, taking care of everyone. Even let me know you got to take care of you. You got to.
Yeah.
And I guess during the time that I was actually resting, that's when all of this was, come up. And I said, Lord, I said, a lot of us, y'all, we don't know this. Nobody tell us this. No
Yeah.
one. So I say, Lord, what I'm gonna do, I got on TikTok. So I'm like, what? I said, I got to see what's going on with me because I never known a woman to go through what I'm going through. Because we as women, when we go through our healing journey, we keep it private. When you
Mhm.
find yourself at home, you crying alone, you crying in the shower, you crying in the bed where no one can see. Y'all, that's healing. And nobody want to talk about that. So we keep
Yeah.
it closed. We don't share it. So we show up just performing. That's what we do. We
Mm.
don't show up as our true self. Here we are. We don't cry ourselves to sleep all night long. And you wake up and you dress up and we take a shower. We dress up the outward part. And when we show up to work, how are you doing? I'm doing fine. We show up in our community. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. So we don't share it. So I needed to know what was going on with me. So that's why I got on TikTok. I got on TikTok. I had stopped using TikTok for a while, and I got on TikTok and I said, and I put in the search bar exactly what I have been facing. And I would tell y'all, and I mean, women's just was popping up. I said, Lord, I
Really?
found my tribe. Here they are right here. And going through the exact same thing that I was experiencing. So basically, I was experiencing. So basically, that's where the healing started. And that's what brought me to TikTok, sharing my journey.
Okay, so when you mentioned that you hopped on TikTok and you basically found your community, were
Mhm.
you asking them questions? Has anybody else dealt with this or something like that? Or how
They,
was
they
that?
showed up all the questions that I had. They were experiencing the same thing, so I did not have to ask anything. It was there. They were sharing their journey. So that's how I basically started healing, listened to them, and it took a long time before I actually started commenting on their posts. So I would just chime in and just listen to what they had to say, and I'm like, Lord, this is it. And a lot of them, they was telling you what you need to do. This is what you need to do to come home to yourself. This is what you need to do. You need to take control of you again. This is, we think it's a midlife
Mhm.
crisis, but I was going through a midlife awakening. That means, you no longer that old version of you, that old woman, that old version of you. You appreciate her, but you walking into the new version of you, the woman who God called you to be. So that new version of you, she have boundaries. She know how to say no. She take care of herself, and she comes first.
Wow. Wow. And wait, okay, and don't feel guilty about it. Take care of yourself,
Exactly.
but don't feel
Yes,
guilty about
yes, yes. You rest without guilt, y'all. It was,
it.
and like I shared with on my live, and I tell them I didn't really realize how messed up I was. Until
Yeah.
yeah, y'all didn't know how. When we sit and we rest, your mind constantly, your mind everywhere of the next thing that you got to go take care of, y'all. We don't truly rest because we constantly
No, we
thinking
don't.
about the next thing that we got to go do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we walking around with the big SW on our chest. Superwoman.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And you
Yeah.
exhausted. You burned out. You just burned out. You exhausted. So I'm sharing this because I can show so women can come home to themselves early. Don't wait. Don't wait until your body scream. Don't wait. You show up for you, just like you show up for everyone else. Show up for you. And it's our time now. And when
Absolutely.
it is our time now. You done all the thing. We don't
Mm.
raise the children. We don't took care of our husbands. We done served in our churches, which yeah, we done all the things. We were there for everybody. It's time for you
Yeah.
to come home to you now. to enjoy the things that you once enjoyed. That young version of you, return back to her.
Mm, mm, mm. Ooh, that's deep. Of course, when you said that, all kind of scriptures just ran through my head right there.
Yes.
Return back. Oh my goodness.
Yes. Yes. We
Oh,
lost sight of
this.
ourselves. I didn't,
Yeah.
I didn't know. I'm like, I had to rediscover me.
Mm, mm. Okay. All right. I know I'm probably getting all off of my questions and all that, but this is good because, again, it helped, we and those of you that are coming in, I want to say, open up your mind, be, open-minded as you're listening to this, because this, I'm telling you, what God has given her is probably what you've been praying about and didn't realize that this is the answer that you need. But we want to get this across on today. Those of you that are just now joining us, we're talking to Merelda Alexander on today, and she is the creator of Vitality Sip Diaries over on TikTok. And when I say that before or even after this segment ends, you need to go over there and follow her. I'm telling you, you need to follow her. God blesses her and gives her wisdom, to help, as her biography states, she wants to help midlife women rediscover themselves through faith, healing, intentional living.
Yes.
And
Yes.
she said she went on, let me tell y'all what she just said a few seconds ago. She went on TikTok and found her village. She found her community, those who were able to understand what it was she was dealing with. And this is how she started this platform. So when you found these individuals and you said, oh, I didn't found something now. I can hammer in on this. How were you already, mentally prepared and how you were going to,
No.
um, you know,
No,
create
I
this
had
platform and move
no,
forward?
I had no idea. And that's why I said God is so good, y'all. God is just so good. Here I was, I just started TikTok in 2025. I started TikTok. Basically, my TikTok page basically started off as a juicing page, juicing because I love juicing. It started off as that,
Okay.
and also I started doing network marketing. And so I said, well, I'm just gonna use this TikTok page just to market, the juicing and marketing network marketing the health products that I was advertising. So basically that's how it started. And I found that the name was Vitality Sip. At first, Vitality Sip Diaries. So because it started off as a juicy page. See, God go ahead of us. He goes ahead of us and prepare the way. And I had no
Yeah.
idea that Vitality Sip Diaries. God, no.
Mm, mm, mm.
Do you see me? Someone tried to come on.
I, oh, okay. No, I don't see you. I can hear you though. So
We go.
sometimes
I'm
when you
back.
are,
I'm back. Do you
there
hear
we
me
go.
now?
Okay. I
Oh
do. I
gosh.
do. I know
Oh
sometimes when we
wow.
use our
Oh
cell
no, I don't
phones,
hear
we can get
her.
interrupted by anything.
Oh,
Okay, hang on one second. I'm gonna pull her back in, guys. Let's see. Give me a moment. You know what? I'm not discouraged at all.
there we
All
go.
right, can you hear
Do you
me?
hear me?
Okay, I do.
Do you hear me? Oh gosh.
Yes.
Oh wow.
You probably have to.
I don't think I can't
That's
hear.
okay. I
Tina
can hear you.
called
Can
in
you
and I
see
cannot.
me?
Oh, I cannot hear her.
All right, we're gonna see if hopefully she can get her device working again. I was saying, sometimes when you use cell phones, it kind of messes up your connection. Whether you get it, somebody may have been trying to call her or text her, and it kind of throws you off. So I will allow her to get that together, and bring her back in. But I do want to encourage maybe when you guys during this little break, you can go hop on over to TikTok so you can start following her on TikTok, Vitality Sip Diaries. And she is speaking some good stuff on today. Oh my goodness. And I love when she said, your body whispers. Your body whispers to you. And this is all about taking care of ourselves and being cognizant of what it is that we are going through and dealing with. Your body whispers, she said, but if you don't listen, it's going to scream. It is going to scream. So we want to take time out to make sure that we are taking care of our bodies. I know she focuses on women and midlife women, but like I encouraged you guys early today, even when I was talking about this, men, I need you to tune in as well because you're connected to these women. So you need to understand what it is they're going through. So I believe she's okay. Let me see. I see her in the backstage.
Yes, I'm good. Okay, there
Can
we
you hear
go.
me now?
Yes, I
Okay.
do. Hear you
All
good.
right.
Okay.
Wonderful. Okay. All right. That's okay. I know. I think sometimes when you use the phone, sometimes you have to put your phone on do not disturb, and that way,
Yes.
text or anything will come through. Other than that, it could kind of
Okay.
throw you off.
Sorry about
But
that.
yeah, you were in the middle. Do you remember where you were?
I started the TikTok page. Yes,
Yes.
that's why I was saying that,
Hmm.
is a way that, it's amazing how God, with whatever purpose he has for you, he goes ahead of us and prepare the way. So I had no idea that Vitality Sip Diaries was going to be a space that I was going to use as my healing and a way to bless other women as well. So that's how I started. Basically, I started just sharing just images. It started at however my day felt, however I felt that particular day. I would just create an image and just put a theme on there, so that way, it was me. As I looked at that, that was part of me releasing, killing myself, watching my own journey. And I remember some days, a lot of my content that I shared through my healing journey, y'all, I would just go and just look at those images and read those images, the theme on those images, and I would just, begin to cry. And it just helped me heal. So that's how Vitality Seal was started. It did not start it as a midlife women page, a healing page. It did not start that way. So, like I said, it's amazing how God will prepare the way. So, y'all, we just got to be obedient to what he's doing, and let him lead and guide us. He will lead and guide us on the path that he wants us to be. So we
Right.
just got to keep going
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
trust him.
And you know what yes. And I'm listening to, what the beauty of this is? You came to this state or whatever you're here now because you were doing so much and God had to sit you down. But isn't the beauty of it, God didn't take away that desire from you to help other people. He didn't take it
Exactly.
away. He just
Yes.
taught you how to be able to minister to someone else and minister to yourself as well.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Exactly.
I see the beauty.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes, yes, yes,
yeah,
yes, yes. And see, a
definitely.
lot of what I thought
And
about too, I was thinking, a lot of when we get in our midlife years, a lot of us, we want to just give up. We feel okay, we're too old, and I don't, I want to go back to school, but I'm too old. But no, it's not too old. It's a midlife awakening. So those of you who want to go back to school,
yeah,
go back to school. If you want to open up that business, open up that business. You are just beginning. You are just getting started. So that's what life's supposed to
yeah,
be. We supposed to evolve. We are not supposed to stay where we were. We during the season of our surviving years, those years where we had to do what we had to do to survive. We're so now I
yeah.
appreciate that old version of me, because that old version of me got me where I am now. So I appreciate her,
Mhm.
but it's not for me to stay there. It's to evolve. So now,
Yeah.
Lord, I am evolving now.
All right.
And something different, yes, of being, a nurse,
Right.
first lady in the church, of operating and owning, operating a business, and
Uh-huh.
and now God is moving me here. So Lord, I thank you. So we're
Yeah,
right on time. Ladies, if
definitely.
y'all finding y'all on a journey like that, realize you're not too late. You are right where you supposed to be.
That's right. That's right. That's beautiful. And that's very encouraging. Very encouraging. Can you do me a favor? I'm throwing this
Mm-hmm. Gosh, you froze.
in a
Uh,
relationship or,
okay. Yeah, stop
familial
back over you.
relationship.
Yes, can you stop back over? You froze on me. Start back
Oh,
over.
can you hear me now?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay. I was just going to ask about the male component of what you do. Can you talk about that? I earlier had mentioned about how I think men need to be uh, tuned in
Oh,
to the
yes. Oh my
platform.
God.
Can you talk about that
Yes,
for me?
thank you for asking that question. You know, y'all, I love my husband all over again. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I love him all over again, y'all. I don't feel, oh my gosh, my husband has been a jewel with me going through this. I am going through, y'all. He allowed me to rest, even though he did not understand, what I was going through with. He allowed me to rest because, after being in a season where you so used to pouring into everyone else, and when you are always the giver, it's hard to receive. So I found myself, I couldn't receive my husband actually just, taking care of everything now, like he would always come home and he would cook and he would clean. He took over that part what I was doing, and I appreciate him. So men's, yes, when your women's is going through something, be there for them. He allowed me to rest. And you know what? And I said, Lord, I love him. I love him even more now because he allowed me to rest and come home to me. So he's there. He's there.
Beautiful.
100%. Yes.
I love it. I love it. And that's important, because sometimes when you start talking about, women and what they're going through, sometimes men are kind of tune you out or what
Yes.
have you. But I'm glad to hear that, about how
Yes.
your husband was able to,
Oh,
allow
yes.
you to become and to
Oh,
find yourself.
yes, he
Uh,
did. Yes,
that,
he
that
did.
that's important. On a
Yes.
humorous note, but before today, I was talking to those on TikTok. I said, trying to encourage the men to come on. I said because I've been in September. My husband and I will be married 29 years, right? And every summer or even winter, but every summer now, we got something going on with this air condition. In other words, I need it on,
Yes.
and I
Yes.
need it because I'm experiencing the splashes. He can't seem to grasp that, and so I turn it on, turn to a certain temperature. He'll turn it up, and then I'm getting hot. I'm like, wait, well, what happened? And then I'm trying to tell him, baby, but my body is going through some changes, so I'm gonna need you to work with me here, right?
Yes. Yes.
So it's
Yes.
like we have this ongoing thing every time the summer comes, with the air conditioner. It's like I'm trying to get it over this. So I need him to understand as well.
So yeah, so that part of it, I don't even know where they even can understand that part of it. I
Right,
don't even
right.
know where they can understand that part of it because right now that part of with him, he's
Yeah.
the same way. Yeah, yeah, he's the same way. I'm like, honey, come on, I'm hot.
Right, right. And then the funny part, I'm gonna say this, then we can move forward. The funny part is before we got married, there was a mother in his church who he was really close to. And whenever she would go on vacation, he would house sit for her, right? And I'm sure I've shared this before. He would house sit for her. And when she would come back, for vacation, and she was like, you didn't turn the air conditioner on because it's in the summertime. And he just sitting up in the house, in the hot house. No, don't want
Oh
to even
God.
turn the air conditioner on. And she literally told him, she said, now I know you about to get married. Don't you do your wife like this. I said, I need to pick up the phone now and call her and tell her, you need to pay attention to you.
I hear you. I think this healing journey, he probably can deal with the healing journey better than he could deal with sitting in the heat. So I don't think he can deal with that one.
I mean,
So
they
I know he
all of
loved
our
me,
men are different,
but
right?
if he got to choose me and being cool, so I think he gonna choose he gonna have to choose the coolness.
Yes, Lord, for sure, for sure. But I just thought that was kind of humorous because it's interesting how, our men, they don't necessarily understand exactly, what
Yes,
it is that you're
yes.
dealing with. But
Yeah, but I am
yeah,
thankful. Yeah, I am so
yeah,
thankful for him. Yeah, yeah. And I used to I tell him, I said, I know you don't understand what's going on, but he would just listen, and he was there. I
beautiful.
appreciate him for being there.
Yeah. And because that support is helpful and needed, you know,
Mm-hmm.
especially because you were going through a change, you know.
Yes, yes,
Uh,
yes,
and I'm not just talking about, a life change or menopause or something like that. You're experiencing a change, but to have that support
yes,
there is
yes.
is definitely key. So I love this. So I know I have a few more questions, but I'm not going to keep you much longer. So what impact have you made thus far through this platform that God has blessed you to create, that you would like to share with us?
Oh, oh my gosh, I done met so many beautiful women's. Oh my gosh, when women come on my usually on my usually on my content, they would comment, they would just tell me thank you for sharing this sharing your journey, sharing this with us, because this message need to reach so many women's. And women's would come on my live. I literally have crying emojis just going
Oh,
across the screen because women's just needing to hear this, and they would tell me you are talking directly to me. So and I believe I'm just usually I on my live I said if I can just reach one woman, I am satisfied. I don't need a crowd. I just need just a few of the right women's who can receive this message. So they a lot of them they come on, they are so grateful of this message. They be waiting on me. They're looking for me.
yeah,
Yes.
beautiful. I love it. And speaking of that, so you come on daily or is it weekly?
I come on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 11 o'clock a.m. Then the other days I am just pop up. Because I feel like if I have something to share, I just come on. But those are my main days: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday at 11 a.m. And the other days just pop ups. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. And you really only go live on TikTok. Is that accurate?
Correct. Yes, yes, yes. I have my Facebook page, but I'm not as active in Facebook as I was. Somehow another tick. I just was drawn to TikTok. So eventually I want to start my Facebook back up, but I'm just waiting on God to give me a direction of where how he want me to go back over on that side.
Right, right. But if you're having success over in TikTok, I don't know, you might want to, well, let me be quiet. Um, you might want to stay over there.
Yeah. I hadn't
What
been led to go back.
right, okay. I understand. I totally understand. So do you have any words of encouragement that you would like to
I
share
just,
with the audience?
yes, I would just like to encourage if you have got young women's on here, I would just like to, and those the ones that in their survivor years, that means you're raising your children, you're going to work, got to, go to work, you got to come home, you got to cook, you got to clean, you got to do all the things, and you are exhausted and you cannot rest because you got all these responsibilities. And I would like you to know to just please do these years that you are in your surviving years, take time for you. If it's no more than the 15-20 minutes before you get the kids up for school, take time for you to pour back into you, to love on you, and just know it gets better. It gets better. So you just got to hang in there and trust God and just come home to you. Love on you. Put you first. Put
Beautiful.
you first. Make sure your cup is filled before you fill anyone else. Make
Yeah.
sure yours is filled first. Because right now, with no survival years, you taking care of everyone else. So you don't know who you are. So just take
Mm,
a few minutes of the day and just revisit yourself. And to the older women's, I want to tell y'all, ooh, woo, it's a beautiful life when you actually come home to yourself, when you actually forgive that old version of you, that old version of you that had to survive. Forgive her, give her grace. And just like you extend grace to everyone else, extend that grace to you. Because a lot of us older women, we can't move and we cannot move forward because we cannot forgive ourselves for our past. But
Yeah.
that was the old version of you. We are not designed to, so we are not supposed to stay in that part. It was good in this season. So now come home to you. And that means be the woman that God called you to be.
Woo.
Be her. Come home to her. Love on her. She deserved that same love that she gave everyone else. So, sis, in your midlife awakening season, come home to you.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And I am in such a beautiful place. It's gonna take work to get there. I'm telling you, it's gonna take some work. It took some work. Because why it took so much of work? Because we hold on to everyone else's baggage. People bring us their baggage, right? And
Yeah.
and while we trying to deal with our own baggage, we got everyone else on top of ours. So when you're
Mm.
going through your healing stages, just know you got to heal all that other toxic stuff. All of that got to be healed first. And then when you go through that layer, and now you got to deal with your own.
That's deep.
So yeah.
Deep.
So it's
Look,
time to come home to you now.
definitely. Look, guys, I wanted to pull up her TikTok page so you will see. There she is. Vitality Sip Diaries. I love this. And I do recall you starting off as talking about
Yeah.
juicing and everything. That's what I I,
Yes.
I
It's
remember.
toward the end. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 And then it evolved into this. So here it is. So that you guys can make sure you follow her, Vitality Sip Diaries. And that is definitely something you want to check out. I promise you. I promise you. I mean, listen to what she was telling us out today. So that could, let you know, okay, I need to follow this one. I need to follow her
Mhm.
and engage with her, as
Yes.
you are able. So, oh my goodness. All right. Y'all see it? Okay. We want to make sure that we get this. So you see her description here: midlife healing, wellness, helping midlife women come home to themselves. And she has her dates this year that she's live. She just mentioned that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. And then the other days,
Yes.
so just pop
And
ups, however God gives her.
yes. Yeah. And before
Yeah.
you click off of that page, Annette, could you scroll up just a little bit? I would like to share something. Can you scroll up where it look like I
Oh,
am in a boat? Just scroll up. Keep going. Keep going. Go all the way up.
to the top, you mean?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Just keep going up in the on the page.
Okay. Where you
Can you
where you
can you can you scroll up? I just wanted to share something with everybody. Just scroll up till you see me in a boat. Just keep going up until you
oh,
see an image.
were you in the boat?
Um,
Let's see.
yeah, keep going up. I would like to share that. And just
Okay, let me see
keep,
here. Have we? I don't see it
it might be,
yet.
yeah, yeah, not yet, not yet. Keep going, keep
She got so
going.
many posts,
Yeah, I
y'all.
got so many. Yeah, yeah,
It's a
yeah,
blessing though.
yeah. Keep going all the way up. Just keep going. It's toward the bottom.
Oh, okay.
You
I
see,
don't
you
want
see me. It's like in a boat. It's a image. There it is,
here.
right here, right here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that this one here, y'all. That really just really hit me. And I'm looking at this, and I'm getting tears in my eyes just looking at it.
Mhm.
The day that I shared this image, this was the day that the Lord showed me what I've been doing for years. You see me? What's the difference? See the people sitting in the boat,
Yeah,
and that's me in the canoe, just paddling along, and doing it all by myself.
yeah,
So that's yeah, we caring people. So you don't stop care. If those of you who are caring people and it look like you are the only one in the boat, you are only one canoeing, you're only one paddling, and people are coming along for the ride. And just know as you go through your healing journey, people gonna fall away from you. When you come home to yourself, when you actually realize the woman that you need to heal with, that you need to heal from, the things that you need to heal from, people are gonna fall away because they're so used to that old version of you. They so used to that version of you that carrying them. So that's how this image came about.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it says here, dear midlife woman. I like the way she starts off her post. You can put the paddle down.
Mm-hmm.
You were never meant to carry it all alone.
Yeah.
Coming home to me.
Yeah.
That's it right there. I can drop the microphone. I
Yeah.
promise you. Oh, I love it. I absolutely
Yes.
love it. And I
Yeah.
love how God, directs you, with this platform and how you are ministering to so many that you'll probably never meet in person, but you are
Yes.
ministering to them. And
Yes.
we're
Yes.
grateful to God in the route that He is taking you. So I want to encourage you to continue on, my sister, because you are, again, you're helping so many. You're helping so many again while being helped, So this is
Yes.
this
Yes.
is this has been tremendous. Again, I thank you again for sharing with us on today. Real quick, that now just reiterate again where they can find you. We know it's on TikTok and any other locations.
Just TikTok for now. I'm only on the social media platform, only on TikTok for now. Yeah.
Wonderful,
That's
wonderful.
my main page. Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, we're going to have you back at some point, if you so desire. But we're going to continue to keep up with you. And prayerfully, again, there was something that was shared on today that will help those of you that are watching now and that will come back to watch this segment in its entirety. Take your time, listen to it. Make sure you go over to her TikTok page and follow her and keep up with it so that you can come home to yourself. All right. And
Yes.
again, we're not excluding our men because you need to understand what's going on with women, the women in your life as well. All
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Wonderful. So thank you again. I appreciate you.
Okay.
Many blessings to you
Okay.
and your husband and your family and your ministry. Just continue to do what God has you to do.
Okay.
You're touching
Okay.
lives.
And thank you. And thank you as well. Thank you for bringing me to your platform. Thank you for just you let God use you to, just thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am. This is very encouraging, very encouraging. So thank you so much. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. This is the end of your 2 for 2 today with myself and my guests. We had earlier, of course, Dr. Shirley Hill, Mo Faith Nutritional Services, and we were talking about that. We talked about the cyclospora outbreak and how God has given us everything that pertains to life and godliness. So if you need to go back and rewind to the first segment from 12 noon, please do that. Of course, this afternoon's segment with Merelda was inspirational and informational. So thank you again for coming to talk about Vitality Sip Diaries.
Thank
And
you.
until next time, guys, we will see you. Let's see, I believe, well, you'll see the promos. We're at the end of another month already. Can you believe that? All right. Until next time, go ahead and
Caught in a net with